Hey everybody, Dr. Shook here. I hope you're doing great today. In this video, what I want to share with you guys is some information on inflammatory markers, and in particular I want to talk about homocysteine and its relationship to hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's. So homocysteine is an inflammatory chemical it's an amino acid. It's made as a result of your metabolism, and your liver is really what helps to break down this amino acid homocysteine and clear it out of the body, okay, keep it at normal levels. When homocysteine elevates, it puts you at risk for heart disease, neurodegenerative conditions, and dementia. There's several different things that it contributes to. It's something that we do not want to be elevated at all. And it also can create problems for hormone sensitivity. So what it does is elevated inflammatory chemistry can actually create what we call receptor resistance. So the cells of your body have these little receptors where the hormones attach and stimulate changes in the cell's chemistry, the cell's physiology, the way the cell's working. And so if you have increased inflammatory levels, what can result is that you have decreased sensitivity to the hormones. So they're not as effective. They don't stimulate the cell as strongly. And homocysteine is one of those things, one of the inflammatory markers that can create that resistance. So the relationship here is that if you're hypothyroid or you have Hashimoto's, you have this decreased ability to actually stimulate and support liver biotransformation is the word, but it's basically the liver's ability to break down and clear these chemicals through this process called methylation. Then what happens is that you may have elevated homocysteine levels, and that could be just simply secondary or happening as a result of hypothyroidism or decreased thyroid hormone sensitivity. Okay, and so here's the thing. Homocysteine is obviously not something that you want to have elevated. It wreaks havoc on multiple systems of the body, and it predisposes you to a lot of potential problems. So it's one of the things that I always check. We check homocysteine and we check C-reactive protein as just that's our standard part of our standard workup that we do on all new patients or distance consulting clients. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's really important that you understand this role of Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism with homocysteine levels, and then the potential impact. So it's one of the very first things that I look at with every person if you have elevated homocysteine levels, and so it's something that absolutely has to be addressed. One of the things that I commonly see is homocysteine levels above 7, so blood serum levels. So the lab ranges that I typically see, the laboratory range is 0 to 15. Above 15 would be lab high. But we know that the ideal range is going to be somewhere along someplace below 7. Okay, 0 to 7 is going to be ideal. Above 7, we're starting to see elevations that could be problematic. So you just try to take all those markers in and put them in the context of what's happening with each individual person and what's going on. Sometimes if you see elevated homocysteine, you may see that the person has a decreased ability to utilize B12 or folate, and they may start getting larger red blood cells, and that can be a sign that they have a problem utilizing B vitamins. B vitamins are also required to metabolize homocysteine, and then you can look further upstream, and sometimes you can see alterations in their serum proteins, their blood proteins, and maybe not lab high or lab low necessarily, but you can see that you can see that if they're outside of the ideal ranges, and you see all these other things. You see blood cells are getting bigger, indicating a potential problem utilizing B vitamins, and then you see homocysteine that starts to elevate. You can start getting an idea that there may be a problem. There with stomach acidity, causing impaired B12 and folate metabolism, resulting in the blood cells getting bigger and homocysteine elevating. And so you've got to look at, there's a lot of different ways that this could occur, but we know that hypothyroidism is one thing, and Hashimoto's can contribute to decreased liver function and just in a poor methylation and impaired ability to break down homocysteine, which results in all kinds of negative consequences. So anyway, I want to share that with you guys before I get going today, and hopefully help you better understand some of these important markers, why they're significant, and why you have to look at the body as a whole and not just look at a few individual labs laboratory markers if you're really trying to optimize and get your health back, and especially if you're trying to figure out what's driving your problems, what's the cause of your symptoms. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys out. If you need anything, you have any questions, just let us know. If you want to know more about labs and what labs I might recommend, at least from thyroid specific labs, I created a guidebook called The 9 Tests Required to Understand Your Thyroid, and if you're interested in that, just let us know, and we'll post a link below this video, and you can go there and actually access, learn more about getting the guidebook, and really help you to better understand some laboratory markers that you might need to have done, what they could mean. So if you have some labs, you can kind of plug them in to our guidebooks, and really help you to better understand what might be going on. So, but if you need any help from us, just let us know. We'll do everything we can to help you out. But anyway, have a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in to watch me ramble on today. Thanks.